Yo, I'm back at you. Back at you once again. The Real TruthAudits. Realize, man, that this world is coming to a crazy end when you get police going to the elderly houses and ripping them out and everything. I mean, I don't understand it. I can't understand it because it doesn't make any sense. I mean, this lady. Well, I'm tell you, this comes from Leroy Truth Audit, Leroy Truth Investigations. I done watched a lot of his films and I mean his little clips and everything and seeing how they go and how good he is and everything because I always look for the best and he's good. That's the only thing you can say about the man. And he get down dirty. He gets to the nitty gritty of things. But I don't want to talk too much on this video, not in the front, but in somebody sent me this video, so I had to say it. I had to watch it. It's a good thing that people finally starting to send videos and everything for me to comment on. Because if I wouldn't have this to talk about and to understand and to realize that this world is messed up. And thank you for sending it. And we'll get through some parts of this video. We're going to start looking at it and realizing it's new. So
I can't. I'm not going to grab her. I can't.
You can say no. He can say no. I can say no.
You can't take me.
But at the end of the day, you are going to be going to the hospital.
You can't force me to do that.
We can force you. We can force you.
I'm not going to.
Yo, how can the police come in your grandmother or your mother's house and say they can force you, 84 years old, and force you to be drugged out your house? I mean, this is somewhere that you pay taxes for, that's paying for their paychecks, and I don't understand it. Where the government gets this right. I mean, I don't understand it. I mean,
I'm going to grab her. I can't.
We can force you.
My son, no, you don't have to. No, do not.
You're okay. We're not.
No, I'm not going. I'm being footed. You're hurting me.
I am.
yo, it's crazy. They already grabbed on.
I'm not going. I don't want to.
Human rights.
No! You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart.
This is breaking news, and I am Leroy Truth for Leroy Truth Investigations. And always record the police like this, never like this. Today's story will tear your heart apart, will break your heart. It will make you so incredibly angry, and it will inspire you to take action, peaceful action. This story is about 84-year-old grandmother, Dr. Ena Farley, who was ripped violently from her home by Brockport deputies in Brockport, New York.
I'm not going. I don't want to.
Human rights.
This is one of the most depraved, despicable, sadistic things I've ever seen on video. You see, Dr. Ena Farley has lived very happily in her home in Brockport,
Yo, she a doctor. Slater's a doctor.
New York for 50 years. She clearly articulates her wish to remain living in her home and remain part of her community with skilled nursing care.
In her home, 50 years. Doctor. Retired.
To help her with
Peacefully.
her memory problems. And she only has some memory problems. She's entirely cogent and very clear and very bright and very smart. Monroe County Sheriff's deputies forced her out of her home, and she was forced against her will, strapped into a gurney like an animal.
Yo, it couldn't be not my family member, not my grandmother.
And she was taken from her home into this facility in Irondequoit, New York, which is in essence.
We have so many problems with New York officers. I mean, I done lived in New York. It's rough. It's a bad place. Everybody say that they want to go. Don't.
Prison for her now. And that place is 40 minutes away from her life, her friends, and her church in Brockport, New York. The facility also will not...
40 minutes away from family members. Life. When you go to these nursing homes, man, it's not... you see how people go to nursing homes, your family members go to nursing homes, and they don't take care of them. They leave diapers on them. Nasty. I mean, the some of the places shouldn't be open, and they slap them. They do every kind of thing. It's always there that you see a news coverage that nursing homes are bad. Feces, bedridden, all of those stuff, man, it's not good.
Not allow many of her friends or family members to even visit her. At what point do senior citizens lose their right?
Yo, a lot of the nursing homes, they won't even allow, like you said, won't even allow your family members to even see you on a regular basis, period. I mean, so when you put your family member in a nursing home, get ready to lock them up like a prison. I mean, it's jail. And it ain't nothing else. I mean, nothing else to say. It's jail. It's prison.
They to decide where they want to live. This is one of the worst, most sadistic things I've seen. Watch this.
I'm not gonna grab her. I can't. I'm not gonna grab her.
Yo, don't open the door. You're not gonna grab her. You can't do it. Don't open the door for police. If you haven't called them or anything like that, what are you there? What are you here? What are you here for? Don't open the door for these people. These people are devils. You got some good officers. I mean, granted, period, and I love them. But it's some officers, it's some police that, man, I wouldn't even trust with my cats, dogs, or anything. I wouldn't trust them with my life, period. I mean, by the time they get there anyway, somebody dead.
A few moments later.
I am not going. I don't want to.
I thought you were.
No! I'm not gonna grab her. I can't.
I thought you weren't gonna grab them. You can't. You lied. You study lie. I mean, and then the Supreme Court allowed them to lie. I mean, when you get officers where they got the red light to lie, they got the green light to lie and say whatever they want to say, you got a problem. And I mean a bad problem.
Can we open up the door? We're not taking her.
Rick! Oh! Rick, he's back!
We have to get
Listen, no, you don't have to. No, do not.
You're okay. We're not.
No, I'm not going. I'm barefooted. I know you are. You.
Stop. Do you see that female police officer just smirked? She's laughing.
Yo, this is New York. But this is all across the world. It's all across the world. She's not the only one. This officer is laughing. What kind of, if she got a grandmother, I feel pity for her. I feel pity for her or a grandfather. I feel pity. Because what they doing, I bet they probably in a nursing home.
She thinks it's funny. Here, let's go back to that. This is sadistic, torturous. Look at what this female police officer to the left does.
Footed. I know you are.
She thinks this is funny. An 84-year-old.
Look at that, prestigious. Law-abiding citizen, prestigious, handling her business. something to be proud of, to be a black lady in this regard. I mean, it's crazy. She probably got, in her pinky, she probably got more intelligence than that officer back there laughing. But we are reduced to this, no matter what we do in this world. And this goes out for everybody. It's not white, black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, or whatever. This goes out. This is a wake-up call. What are they doing to our elderly? It's many times, man. This study happening.
Distinguished, loving member of the Brockport, New York community is being tortured, and she laughs. I'm gonna find her name. We need her job. We need her job.
We really do.
She needs to be fired.
No, I'm not going. I'm barefooted. I know you are.
Look at that.
You're hurting me. I'm not going. I don't want to.
On human rights.
No!
Just scream it. And she better get that piece of paper back. All those pieces of paper. They are taking her out by force. That's Dr. Ena Farley's son protesting, though I don't know why he isn't getting in the middle of that. Because my mother, I would not be allowing them to do that. And
I'm saying the same thing. Leroy, you right about that. You definitely right about that. Because ain't no way if that was my grandmother or mother, they would be laying their hands on her. I would be going to jail. She would be back at home. And I told her, keep the door locked. Whatever happened from then on would just happen. I would lose my life over my grandmother or mother. No questions asked.
And if I went to jail, so be it. Because they lied to get into the house, said they wouldn't be taking her out. And, of course, police lie. You know, if the words coming out of their mouth, they're lying. They can't come in unless they had a warrant. From what I understand, there was no warrant. The son should not have let them in.
Don't do it.
We have to.
We don't have a choice, man. Yes. No.
How she don't have a choice? This her house. Something she paid for. This sergeant or whoever talking right now, wake up call to you. You didn't pay nothing. You didn't raise her. You didn't pay nothing. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're dumb, unintelligent, butthead. I want to say something else, but it's hard to say things on this platform.
I don't want to go.
You gotta sit up.
84-year-old woman, lady, smart lady, being tugged every which way. How can you go home and go to sleep? You can't. Unless you take sleeping pills like they always do. All the police, most of them take sleeping pills because this type of stuff they go through.
Everyone there is letting it happen. So don't give me this garbage about, oh, there are good cops. Yeah, where were the good cops there? Sergeant going hands-on, at least one who can't see the whole thing, maybe more, and not a single other police officer intervene and stop this egregious, sadistic, terroristic behavior and action against this beautiful 84-year-old grandmother.
It's okay.
You okay?
It's okay. We're okay.
Who are you?
This is an officer. I'm a social worker, okay?
I don't want to go anywhere.
I know. I'm sorry. Stop.
Yo, she said it's a social worker now. Man, all of them work together. All of them. Let me give you a backstory. I was younger. I ain't gonna say my age or whatever I was. My grandmother was sick. I had to lose my job. Well, I didn't have to, but I did, to take care of her, because my mother was getting paid more than me. So in order to take care of the bills in the house, I had to lose my job to take care of her, morning, noon, and night. She had a lot, like memory loss and whatever else. It was a couple things, but I loved her so much that I took time for her, like she took time for me. She didn't ask to raise me, had to raise me up and everything. She didn't have to ask. I mean, I'm so upset, but I took time out on a year to take care of her, and I mean, it was the best time of my life, knowing that I was doing it, knowing that she couldn't eat eggs and pork. My grandmother, she loved pork. She loved pork, the sausage. She was a country lady, period. The worst time, the hardest time for me was to not, when she asked for it, not to get it for her. It was hard for me to say no to her because she never said no to me unless it was something bad that she had to say no. But I started introducing her with turkey, bacon, and stuff like that and everything, so she can at least have that feeling of what she was eating for. It was the happy time of my life, the happiest days of my life, period. She didn't go to the nursing home or none of that. She took care of me, so I took care of her back. Understand that.
A social worker, and the social worker's not intervening as well. They're all criminally culpable in this.
Can I go to the
No,
hospital?
you're not sorry.
I am. I don't want to be doing
You're
this.
not
either.
sorry. You're not sorry.
I don't want to do this either.
Do not take me anywhere now.
Unfortunately,
No, I don't
yes,
want to.
yeah.
Do not take me anywhere now. No. Yeah. How dare you? No, leave me now.
The son is saying that they're going to arrest him if they try to stop him. So what? You spend a day in jail or get a couple charges or something? This is your family, your grandmother, somebody to raise you, or your mother. Your mother. Somebody raised you, took care of you, got a degree, took care of you, everything. And you worried about they might arrest me. What they do that at? So what if they arrest you? They're going to have to kill me. We done passed arrest. You got to kill me. I'm not scared of no gun or your threats or whatever. You got to kill me.
Leave me the house. Leave me the house. Leave me the house.
You know, it's okay.
Leave me the house. Leave me the house. Leave me the house. Leave me the house.
She is begging to be left in her house. This is subhuman. It's inhuman. This is not what a human being does to another human being. There was absolutely no reason. There was no reason.
You're right. This is not what a human being do to another human being, Leroy. But you got a human being and a devil. Devils. Hey, plural. Let's get plural. Because it ain't just one in the house. So, can't mix them up with no human beings. Do they go to church?
No so-called lawful reason for this woman to be ripped from her home against her will, violently.
I am 83 years old. I want God rather than man. I want God and praise the Lord. I want to. Don't do that. Don't jump before the world. I don't want to go now. Because I'm black. It's because you're breaking my arm. You're breaking my arm. I don't want to go. You're breaking my arm. You're breaking my arm. I don't want to. Relax.
And he says, relax, relax. Imagine this is your grandmother. Imagine that police officer, that was his grandmother. How would he feel? Would he just sit back and...
84 years old. Grandmother, mother, great-grandmother. You're pulling on her every kind of way. Arms out of socket. You know, I don't know what's going to go on. Arms out of socket. I don't know. Fragile. And you telling me to relax. You doing a show before your camera. That's what you're doing. So if something happened, you break her arm, guess what? You can say she was resisting. How can an 84-year-old lady that just want to stay in her home resist? This madness, man. This madness, this foolishness. And this is America. This is what we got. It's starting to become a foreign country. Nazi Germany, like they say. Tokyo, Japan. It's crazy.
Say, oh, it's okay, Grandma. The officer is telling you to relax while they are torturing you and breaking your arm and giving you profound physical and emotional pain. She was terrified. She's fragile. She's 84 years old. And
she's not my grandmother, because my grandma would be cussing them out at the same time. No questions. And she'll be asking her nephew, her grandchild, I mean, you gonna just sit there and let this happen? Probably wouldn't be asking that, because I've been already on it. I've been already on it.
And when they don't relax, when the cop says relax, when they don't relax, what do? You resist an arrest. They get even more violent.
I don't need that.
Oh, he said take a breath. So now he is a guru, and he's giving her a meditation class. It's okay.
Take a breath. Study. How old this lady heart is. That's why so many in custody deaths. Because it's you make this is what you make happen. Her blood pressure, heart rate, everything, cholesterol, everything through the roof right now. I'm happy that this lady, this grandmother, this great grandmother, and no telling how many kids or how many. I feel sorry for their family. No telling what this could have led to.
I'm torturing you, Dr. Ena Farley, 84 years old. Relax. Take a breath. It's not pain. It's all part of the purification process. That's what this piece of garbage sadist police officer is doing.
This devil.
Hospital is no good.
Enough. Just take a big deep breath. Big deep breath.
I don't want to go anywhere.
I know you don't. But we have to get you checked out.
No!
We have to get you
In
checked
my
out.
house!
We have to get you checked out.
Oh, this is important here. Her son asks the million-dollar question. How is this healthcare? When did healthcare result from ripping someone from the home they've been in for 50 years and strapping them into a gurney?
If this is healthcare for my family, I don't want it. You can keep it. Don't need it.
against their will, laying down, and then taking them forcibly to a nursing home. How is that health care? Is that the new health care? Is that new Obamacare? Maybe it was in the fine print. We didn't know about that.
You're cruel and wicked. You're cruel and wicked.
She's been on this earth a long time. And the two things she can say about these police, you're cruel and wicked. And I agree. And I put an extra one on there. You the devil. You Satan.
I want to die rather than move. Leave me alone. Leave me in my house.
She said she would rather die than leave her home of comfort and safety and security for 50 years. Well, it ain't no safe, secure place because the police state is involved and no one's stopping it. And this happens because the judges.
Yo, and I bet she feel like that. At this moment, I bet she feel 50 years in my own home and you're snatching me out of it. You're taking something. I bet she feel like that. The son should have did more to me.
Just allow this as well.
Leave me in my house. 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 Leave me in my house.
Yo, I'm gonna stop this, man, because I can't do too much. I got to go collect myself on this. I'm on. Leroy, you did a Leroy Truth Investigation. You did a heck of a job. And thank you for being real news for us. And on the ground for it. And I just gotta say this, this world that we live in now, this economist world, I mean, it's getting worse and worse. When it's gonna end? With more and more deaths, that we start seeing that when you calling guns to a house for nothing, that it's gonna start ending up in death, in custody deaths and all this and everything. I mean, this lady could have died. 50 years old, 50 years inside her home. 84 years old. A vessel. She did right in life. And at the end, this is what happened. And instead of enjoying her glory days, I think all of us need to take a look at this. And send this out, man. Like, share, and subscribe. The link to Leroy's channel will be up under. It's hard to even talk about this when they get this bad. I don't know what I feel after this. I just want to do something. I'm gonna try to call up there and see, try to get more information, and I'm trying to put y'all in on a call that I do, but I'll let you know. There should be an update to this. And talk to Leroy, or try to or do whatever I have to do to get in touch with people, the police that done this. All right, the Real TruthAudits out. This ain't over. Funny when this is said.